most famous physical therapist on the internet.
Hi folks, I'm Bob Schrubb, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
We haven't done a video on this for a while. We're going to talk about the best stroke leg exercises, bed to walking.
Right.
So we're going to go from bed to walking?
Well, eventually, but yeah, if you do have a stroke, oftentimes your exercises will start in bed or lying
It's
on
a
your
progression.
back. Right. Seated and then standing. So we're going to work it through there and you'll see how things progress.
By the way, since you mentioned it, you didn't mention it. If you're new to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos on us, stay healthy, fit, pain-free, and we upload every day.
Every day.
Also, go to bobandbrad.com. Go to the giveaway section. Always giving something away. Brad, do you want to show what we're giving away this week?
Oh, yeah. Actually, we're going to give away the knee glide, which we're going to show how it works in this video, and you'll see very clearly the benefits of such a device.
Right. And if you're going to have a knee replacement, you're really going to want to know what this does.
Yep. They work great for strokes, knee replacement, and a few other things.
And by the way, we now have a podcast. Check it out. It's really cool.
Yeah, you got some outstanding speakers from all over the world. So, Bob, should we continue?
Yes.
All right. So, if you or your loved one has a friend or family member who you're assisting has had a stroke, CVA, cerebral vascular accident, the medical term for it, you're not going to start with these exercises until the doctor gives the okay. They're stabilized. They've been out of the hospital. So make sure that there's no precautions.
You may even check with your therapist to see that these are all okay, that are appropriate for you.
Exactly. Yep. So let's start out with the person in bed. Bob, we'll say that your left side is involved.
That's this one.
Right.
I can pull up the sleeve here, or pull up the pant leg.
There we go. So. Closest to the camera. Now, it all depends on the individual. We're going to be focusing on the leg, assuming that his upper arm, his left arm, because a stroke typically or always is on one side. Let's say this arm is doing quite well.
Sure.
Considering he's had a stroke. So we're going to focus on this leg. The first thing I like to do is start distally or farthest away and work towards the body. Bob, can you do ankle pumps? There you go. And actually it works if you can do both at the same time. The strong leg, the motion here will neurologically come over and help this out.
They kind of call it overflow.
Yep. Or crossover, I've heard it. Yep. So work on that.
Maybe it won't do as well, obviously, but I'd still give it a try.
Yep.
On both sides.
Yep. So working them together. If you're helping the person out and that's not going very far up, you can assist a little bit.
Right.
Get it going. We're going to do 10 repetitions of each. Okay. The next one, we're going to do straight leg raisers. So bring this knee up, Bob. Nope. Okay. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So a straight leg raiser looks like this. And when we do it on the involved leg, bring this knee up.
Oh,
there.
Yeah. Gotcha.
This makes this leg more stable, a little stronger. So again, lift up. And if you need a little help, I'm going to help just with my fingertips and go down.
You can even do it where Brad brings the leg up.
Yep.
And then let's go slowly and see if the person can hold it up.
Right. If they're not strong enough to go up, then you help and then do an eccentric strengthening and going down. And this can be very taxing for the individual at first. And, it is nice as people progress and all of a sudden, they can bring it up by themselves within a few days or perhaps a week or so. The next one, heel slides. So that is just going to work where the heel.
Tall, Brad.
Yeah. Can you scoot back a little bit? Your head won't.
Yeah.
We got to.
I got room.
Yeah. We need the longer plinth. And pull back.
Brad, I would probably do these with the knee glide.
Yeah. Because this is one thing that's really hard to do because the mattress is soft, your heel sticks. And this is one of the big benefits of using this device is you put it on there and it really allows free motion.
Really takes away the friction.
Yeah. And so with this, we're working, the hamstrings primarily. We're getting some quadricep in there, hip flexors. It's a great way to
Might
progress.
be like this. It might need a little guidance. So lay
Yeah.
out there.
And to start out with,
Right.
you know, one person may help. I've oftentimes stabilized the
Yeah.
knee because, like Bob said, it'll oftentimes flop to one side. So help out that way. As they get better, that person can use the strong leg and assist.
Like this, you mean?
Well, once you get up a little higher.
Oh, sure.
There you go. Now help them pull over. Go over the ankle.
Oh.
There you go. Once you get up there. That might be challenging.
Right.
So if it doesn't work, that's okay. It's just an option.
Sure.
All right. Next one. The old famous bridging. This has been around for as long as therapy's been around.
So you put both legs up.
Yep.
And again, you're going to hopefully get some overflow
Right.
to the other, or crossover.
Yep. So he's going to push his hips up in the
So
air.
when I start off, it might be mostly on the right side. And
Yep.
again, this one might flop over.
Yep.
If it does, Brad will help hold it.
Right. The other thing I've done a lot with early on is I'll actually sit on the person's
Sure.
toes comfortably, so it's not, and then that supports it here.
Yes.
And then I can pull here,
Yep.
and that really seems to kick in those muscles.
Yeah,
and-
real nice.
yeah. So starting out from here to no hands to hopefully letting them
Yep.
do it
And
completely
Even
independently.
if they work real hard to hold it up like this at the start. And
Yeah.
Even if it gets a little bit of movement.
Right. Yeah. Just to get those muscles to wake
Right,
up.
Right. Wake them up.
The next one is where you need a lot of assistance from another person. And I've had a lot of friends and family members. I'll show them how to do this and say, you can do this at home if you take your time with it. So we go up to here. All these should be completely pain-free. There should be no pain with any of these exercises, A to Z. Can you push your foot into my chest? Push, push, push. And I'll let the person push me. And I'll verbalize it, push, push, push. That oftentimes helps get those muscles to kick in. Push, 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 a little tapping on that leg to help wake it up a little bit. And we'll work on 10 of those. Eventually, push hard, and that's when it gets to be a lot of fun as an assistant because you feel that strength growing and give them a lot of encouragement,
It's actually, Brad, one I often start with. I'll often start with that one.
Before the other ones?
Yeah, because
Sure.
it seems like that's one that's apparent right away.
Yeah,
And
and maybe there's better feedback because you're really working
yeah,
with the
yeah,
person.
Exactly.
All right, so let's stand up and go to the chair next. I'll show on this, I think, Bob.
Sure.
So in a chair, armrest, you should have armrest, a nice firm chair, not a soft, cushy chair. Always have good posture with the person and work ankle pumps, same as before. Both feet together is a nice way to go. Focusing on the weak leg would be here. And then the next one is simply long arc quads, get those quadriceps moving. So up as high as you can, hold, and back down.
Sometimes a little tapping
Yep.
helps.
Yep. Brr.
Cues the body into what muscle is supposed to be used.
Right. Yep.
So,
It helps wake them up. I always tell them.
yeah,
There we go. And they can use a strong leg
that's where the strong
to
leg,
get it up,
that
and
really
then let it
helps.
down slow. The
Yes.
same concept we talked about, lying down. And then if you have a shiny floor, you could put a towel down and work. If you have the knee glide, it works really well because it's so smooth. It works well. Plus, the big advantage is it will go on an incline. So this incline makes a big difference with someone who's very weak from a stroke. And we do it this
The other
way.
advantage of the knee glide is it's so lightweight that you can, it's less than 5 pounds.
Oh yeah, 3.1.
3.1
Yep,
pounds.
yep.
So you can easily turn it around, flip it around
Yep.
with your strong arm.
And very easy to clean.
Yes.
All right. So the next one is simply, now with this one, standing up is a really critical part of the rehab because you're putting weight through the joint. Have the person arms here, up, and here. Now, Bob, why don't you do this? Because Bob
Sure.
already has a gait belt on. And when you're starting, if you're helping someone, you have to have a gait belt to help hold the person, keep them
Now,
safe.
one thing you're going to make sure the person's feet are back.
Yep.
Because it's really difficult to get
Oh.
up from this position.
Good point, Bob.
So the feet are back, and we always say nose over toes. You really
Right.
want to get leaning forward all the way.
Yep.
They're going to feel like they're going to fall forward. Arm up, and Well,
push off the arm.
Push up from the chair.
And then grab it.
Yep.
And then when you reach back, I'd always have them reach back one hand at a time,
Right.
and then go down. Good control. I always say no plopping. This is a no plop zone. In other words, when they sit down, try to not to bang their bottom into the chair, which can be a real problem sometimes. Just needs to be addressed. All right.
So we do weight shifting, Brad?
Sure. Then the next step is to prepare the person for walking. Once they can stand relatively stable and safely, Bob's going to weight shift right.
The way the walking works is that if I'm going to take a step with the right leg, I need to shift my weight to the left leg.
Exactly.
So that's why we start with weight shifting. You have to get that concept in their brain. So you shift to the left, and you're ready to step to the right.
Yep.
Shift to the right, and you're ready to step with the left.
And sometimes I'll have people do that. Just do the step forward, but don't step. Just get that motion going and see how the muscles are responding, especially on that weak leg. All right. Then the next one, up on the heel, or up on the toes, and up on the heels. So can you see that?
Yep. I think I reversed it.
Yeah. And you're going to find out probably the weak leg, you may not be able to get up as high, but you're still trying to get those muscles to turn on.
You could just start with that one, really, somewhat.
And once they feel confident with that, then you actually can start taking some steps. Got the gait belt on, you're going to hold on to it. One thing that you want to make sure is if Bob's weak side is the right side, you're going to stand on the weak side.
Yes.
Because that's the direction they're going to fall.
You're right.
Yep. And get that gait belt and hold that.
Having it nice and tight.
Right.
So.
And I do believe we have some videos on walking with people with strokes.
Right.
And that would be the next video to carry on from here. So.
Yes.
All right, very good. We hope you have good success with this. Be patient. It's one of those things that we don't know how a stroke person advances.
Yes.
But persistency, daily, over and over and over. Take a break here and there.
Person with a stroke, not a stroke person. A person with a stroke.
Yeah,
There's a
that's
way to
right.
say that. That's right.
We need to be politically correct. I never quite figured that out.
Okay.